I feel it is my honor and my duty as the oldest of four grandchildren to express my condolences to all of Leo and Arlene's friends and family. The next few minutes is my chance to highlight some of their life accomplishments as well as touch on some of the invaluable life lessons they taught me over the years. I read of a man who stood to speak at a funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on the tombstone from beginning to end. He noted that first came the date of birth and spoke of the following date with tears, but he said what mattered most of all was the dash between those years. For the dash represents all the times they spent alive on this earth, and now only those who've loved them know what that little line is worth. Throughout my childhood and early adult life, my grandparents taught me three of life's most important lessons. Pay attention to where you spend your time. With faith, anything is possible, and love is a challenge, but also one of life's greatest gifts. The first life lesson that my grandparents taught me was the importance of time. My grandparents always made it a priority to spend quality time together. Sometimes that meant my grandpa sitting in his chair reading the newspaper, as my grandma sat in her chair reading her Bible. They made a concerted effort always to spend time with one another. The second life lesson they taught me was about having a foundation in faith. My grandparents would always say that faith forces us to rely on the Lord for comfort and protection and believe in promises in the Bible that haven't been carried out yet, and to trust in God even when things got tough. The third and probably the most important life lesson that they taught me was the importance of love. Of all the wonderful memories I have of my grandparents, this was by far my favorite. Sitting on the edge of the bed, watching the two of them sing, they sat holding hands in their favorite chairs, staring into the eyes of one another as they sang each note in sync, their voices singing in sweet harmony as they smiled and giggled through each verse. Music was one of the many ways they grew a strong bond and love for one another. Throughout the years, my grandpa and grandma always showed their love and admiration for one another through their actions. My grandpa loved my grandma unconditionally until the day she passed. He took the best care of her for so many years. They both proved that spending quality time with the ones you love, having faith even when times are tough, and love is a challenge, but also one of life's greatest gifts. My grandparents proved that real love lasts a lifetime. Heaven gained not one, but two angels in less than a week. Today, we come together to honor both of my grandparents for everything they contributed to the world while they were here on earth. In order to honor both of my grandparents, I urge you all, go out, help someone in need, whether it be a small act of kindness to a stranger or lending a helping hand. Spend that extra time with a loved one. Have faith even when life gets you down. But most importantly, love is worth the challenge, and true love lasts forever after all. I want their legacy that was left behind to be passed on to future generations from now until forever. So when your eulogy is being read with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud of the things they said about how you lived your dash?